It is time for Bronze Barbarians, baby! The low elo series we've all been waiting for, and we've got it here. A 500, 600 elo game that is sure to deliver. Let's get underway. Mwah. There we go. Date Arissa versus 2008-07-252, which is the day that the universe will end. So we still got a little while. And opening up, let's identify. It's going to be Chinese versus the Mongols on Highview. What? I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw the Chinese on Highview. People don't like picking it here. Doesn't feel like a map that plays to their advantages too much. But we'll have to see what 2008 has got in mind. Shout out to Mr. Merlin for finding this replay for us. He said it's a gem. It will deliver. You'll want to adopt it as your child and then disown it for how inefficient it is. And we'll have to find out, because that's what we're looking to do here. Now, this series, Bronze Barbarians, it's a series designed to highlight the low-rank games. We're looking for something funny, a little bit entertaining. We're going to try to educate a little bit. We are going to grill them. Not full barbecue grill, but we're going to give them a little bit of light toasting, you know, like medium rare sort of toasting. We're going to have fun with it. We're not here to mock people. We're just here to have a good laugh. Have a little bit of fun over the whoopsie daisies we're expecting. And you know, if we can laugh at the inefficiencies of a high-level player like Core, well, we should be able to laugh at anyone at that stage. Actually, I mean, Core makes it easy. But, you know, let's not focus on him, because he's high elo. All right, he's our barbarian up there. We're looking for some barbarians down here. On the opening, though, an interesting choice by Date Arissa. Not that they had much better. They go for the TC next to the woodline. They get berries. And the Uvu, Arissa? Oh no! They ran straight across their opponent's base. They did yoink a bunch of sheeps, but they didn't notice this stone Uvu placement option right here. The gold is at least at the back, so that shouldn't be too raidable. Kind of curious to see what 2008's open... What? I like how my mind didn't even process it at first. 2008, deciding that, you know what? It's 2008. You got to buy some timeshares, right? A home away from home. This house will be far off from the main city. No noise pollution. It will rise in value. This is a holiday home here, right? At the back of the base of the Chinese. Well, I'm sure it'll accrue value in the coming years. Actually, no, it's 2008, right? So technically, oh no, this is the worst time to build property. Oof. Well, this property is at least good. Imperial Academy being built. Not really getting too much value here. Wait, 2008? Oh no. It's the field-grown sheep again. Nobody wants to eat some battery kebabs, okay? It has to be fresh and organic, so it has to be out in the fields. These sheep are nowhere near the town center. Well, maybe it's drastic to say nowhere near, but this is very inefficient over time. In comparison to... Oh, God. Why do people... I don't get it. I'm trying to rack my brain around it. Why do people not push the sheep right next to the town center? Is it because they think they're going to disappear under the town center? Like, do they think that the egg thief from Spyro is going to come and snatch their sheep if it's somewhere they can't see it? I'm perplexed. Now, wait. Oh, I mean, this lumber camp is not very well protected, but I'll tell you what it is. It's very efficient. Double wood line. He couldn't resist it. So, 2008, making sure that the lumber camp won't be needing to be replaced anytime soon, but is somewhat raidable. And he is up against the Mongols. And I'm curious to see if Date Arissa is going to be playing the old school Mongols, because at the highest level, the popular build is to go castle quite quick. At the low level, though, I don't know if that has necessarily trickled down. And it looks like it hasn't in this game, as Arissa will go for the villager pull. And it's time for some cheeky outpost rushes. Oh, I'm excited for this. 4 spearmen moving out. Uh-oh. Auto aggro on the wolf. Big whoopsie daisy there. A little bit of nibbling coming out from the bitey infantry. But it looks like 2008 might have some problems here. As this wood line, already highlighted it, it's not protected. So that's going to be denied very easily. It's also burnable. And for those that don't know how the Mongols work when it comes to burning things, if you burn down structures, you get paid 25 food and 25 gold for every single building you set on fire. So this is going to be free resources going the way of Orisa if they go for it. I don't know. I think someone's been watching either Divine DFB streams or maybe a little bit of Pilot Elf here. Maybe they were watching some Beastie at release because they've got the outpost ideas from somewhere. They're like, Beastie-san, you said you wanted more outpost rushes. Watch what I do for you. In the meantime, it's gathering a decent amount of gold, actually. The food needs to be addressed, though. Orisa's got a long way to go for that tech up, but this could just be some cheeky outposts into a fallback on castle. Like, this person might have the build down. Maybe not to maximum efficiency, but they have a goal. 2008, in the meantime... This is a very organized base. You can't... No, you can't have the mining camp too close. Because without the mining camp walk, do you really feel rewarded by your drop-off of stone? No. Your villagers have to feel that they work for what they get. Okay? That's how life works, folks. If you don't work for it, it doesn't feel worth it. And that's why this poor lad not only has to spend all day chipping away at stone, he has to return it to the mining camp. And it's important he succeeds because the whole success of the Chinese TC boom is relying upon Jimmy here. So Jimmy has to keep working day or night. And looks like 2008's been forced off the wood. Oh, no, don't. Okay, it's the Barbican. It looked like he was going for another wood line, but he's going to drop the Barbican in the sun. And this will give him Song Dynasty, but this is going to be a little bit too late to protect the wood line, and Orisa isn't trying to impede upon this. The Khan could be firing upon villages right now, but instead is adding 1 damage into the Siege's lumber camp. And there it is. On fire. Orisa will get paid. But this Barbican is going up. Not much the 2008 can do to deny it anymore either. He could wrap around to the backside, though, and deny the gold. And, oh, looks like 2008. Well, he's really planned this out. The plots are big here. Buy now into Chinese buildings, all right? It's all about the real estate market in China. Actually, it's not right now in 2022 of the crisis they have, right? But now, back here, in the feudal age, like Chinese territory, it's all the rage. Buy up now and look at the room you get. Not only room for your house, but enough to till farms all around it. I love this out of 2008. Make sure that there's no sort of living issues, right? There's no kind of 15 people living in one house. He gives them plenty of room to thrive. Their children will be able to play in the lush open fields here. However, they might be mauled by wolves if they go into the fields. Or Mongols, who would probably benefit from finding these houses at the back and burning them down. It's like 2008 going hard onto those berries. Once again with that mill a little bit far away because, you know, it's all about the journey, guys. It's actually really, really nice at 2008 because, you know, as a person who sits on my ass all day, I can speak from, like, I can speak from a worrying future for me. You know, what if I just get a blood clot because I don't get enough exercise? That could happen. But because 2008 is able to just, you know, have these people in his society walking around all like this, it means they're getting good exercise. It means they're not going to just fall over dead by the time they're 20. It's really thoughtful of them. Orisa has decided that feudal age finally must come at the 8-minute mark. Quite a late feudal age, but plenty of resources, almost halfway already up. And wait a sec. Oh, no. You left the sheep behind. You left the... Orisa, no. No, Orisa, bring it back. I'm trying to click for you right now. The worst part, actually, is that Orisa pulled one villager to build a stable. So Orisa realizes that the villagers are doing this right now. And they're fine with it. I don't think I'll ever be fine. It does look pretty, though. I'll give you that. You know, it looks like the gathering crew's going out. They're going on a hunt. They're coming back with the food. He's like, yeah. You don't get to see that when everyone's too busy min-maxing their economy. Speaking of min-maxing, 2008. I think the year might be 2008 when they build an Imperial official, actually. We're almost 10 minutes into the game, and there's no Imperial officials. Oh my god. And there's... Oh, no, okay. 2008 has realized it's not economically viable to give this big of a land plot to one family, so they've started building villages much closer together. So, it looks like the prime days of buying into Chinese real estate is past us, folks. Get in quickly before they start living in high-rises and you only get, like, I don't know, 2 square feet for $100,000. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 2008 has really prepped the economy for any sort of, like, conundrums. This is actually pretty indicative of, like, real-world China, where they've built a lot of houses, and they're empty right now. They've built all these cities, and there's nobody living in them right now. This is the real housing market right now. They're prepped for a baby boom. The one-child Chinese policy is going to pass soon, and when it does, they're going to have room for everyone. Meanwhile, Orissa... Okay. No, well, the foragers are going to come back from the forest still. But at least the yam is getting benefit, right? At least it's more efficient due to the deerstone location. Look at this. Perfect. You've got your gold line being boosted, your wood line, your food line. Not missing out on any efficiency at all. It's perfect. Oh, no, but look at this. Orissa has evolved. It's time for the Gur and almost time for the Castle Age. And they went for Pro Scouts as well. Wait, why is the Gur... Huh. Well, they got the Wheelbarrow improved. That's fine. They didn't get anything else, right? I mean, they did. Thank God they didn't get Pro Scouts improved. I think I would have... I couldn't have. But yeah, I don't know why this girl is still here. I guess it looks prettier that way. All right, so Orissa doesn't care as much about whether people get blood clots. Gives them short range. You can see that Orissa doesn't care about the well-being of their people. Meanwhile, in 2008 space, they ain't looking pretty. Jimmy's still working on that second TC. Actually, did he get the required quantity? No, wait. Oh, damn it. Jimmy was lied to. He thought he was getting stone for a second town center, but all along he was just upgraded outposts. The outrage. But we have got Imperial officials. It's finally time. One Imperial official. This guy will never get blood clots as he is doing everything. Supervising buildings, collecting taxes. Actually, no, he's just collecting taxes. Does 2008 know about supervise? I'm starting to wonder. I don't think 2008 knows about supervise. Because this is just a taxman. And nothing else. And no wheelbarrow. Ooh. All right, so Orissa, they've got enough for a tech up. They know about wheelbarrow. I think we might have a baller of a player secretly here. Orissa has somewhat followed a Mongol strategy build. Meanwhile, 2008 is busy making a really pretty nice base. Oh, he's on the deer, though. Here we go. So he's moved out. He's done with berries. More efficient here. Still only one Imperial official, though. I love how peaceful everything is on this map. Like, apart from the occasional gunshot, which, I mean, yeah, like, what country don't you get that in these days, right? There's not much war going on here. You know, just an occasional shot as if someone's out in the forest hunting deer. No issues in the world. Zhugnu being built to garrison an outpost for reasons. I guess it's a cost-efficient unit to use as a garrisoner. And it means that sometime around the actual year 2008 in this game, this outpost will be dead. Oh, and it's a step readout build. Orissa choosing to pull one village. Whoa, no, let's not get too frisky here. A second villager. You're spoiling us now, Orissa. Oh, and here they come. 10 villagers. He couldn't decide for a moment, but Orissa will be zerging this up. So 10 people building up this step readout. It's about time, because Orissa almost has enough to buy Castle Age again. 2008, not quite there yet. But soon. Well, the question is, why is there no more real estate in 2008? Oof, I guess 160 will do it for now. Well, the good news is that 2008, like in the event that their villagers get forced to run away, they'll actually have choices available to them. By the time they arrive in the villages for garrisoning, they can choose between garrisoning the village or leaving the map and finding a new game. So it's not too bad. Also, nobody ever looks in the back of the base, right? There we go. So Orisa is going to move up into Castle Age. And now it's time to thrive. Because look at all that juicy gold coming. For those that don't know, step readout gives you 50% additional gold on drop-off. So this gold vein has turned into a 6k gold vein effective. And this villager force of 12 is 18 effective. Pretty powerful. Question is, what's the move now? As Orisa is getting one of every military building. It's happy times. No blacksmith, though. I've noticed this. I was about to say neither player seems to want blacksmith, but it looks like 2008 is going to spit in my face and say, I want it. The blacksmith, not to be spat in the face of. Also, both players have gone for one of each military building. They really... They don't want to reveal their hands, but when they do, they'll be ready to counter. I say that, Orisa's continued to just zerg out a bunch of spearmen. But now switching into man-at-arms, and 2008 has not built any new military units. In fact, they only built those 5 Zhugnu to garrison an outpost. Why do I get the feeling 2008 is going to rely on defenses to keep them alive here? In fairness, they are a peaceful people. See, look, they're even building a giant clock tower to tell the time. Wait a second, that's not what that does. That doesn't tell the time. This might be a tool of war. We'll have to see if 2008 uses it that way. There's astronomical clock tower underway. Now, remember the Chinese, they build doubly fast compared to other civs, so this landmark takes no time at all. He's still, like, in fairness, like, he started off with the archers. He done the maths. He's like, that's 80 resources. This is 80 resources. Oh, but it's less of one resource. It's more diverse. So half archers, half Zhugnu. Zhugnu in here. Everything is garrisoned. I don't see how Orisa's breaching this base. I mean, that's a lot of firepower. That being said, Orisa, they might want to keep producing these men-at-arms. Is this an Imperial Age timing? It might be. I hope it is. Otherwise, Orisa just doesn't like spending. You know, in fairness, if they see 2008 in this game, they're alive then, they understand, you know, the recession, everything. You want to save it all up, just in case. How many times can I make that 2008 joke? Well, I don't know what else his name's meant to be. It's just numbers. But at the end of the day, Mason, what do the numbers mean? Oh, Jimmy had kids! Look at that! Jimmy has been working here so long that he brought his 2 sons along to work with him. And what a great masonry crew they are together. Almost being able to afford a keep at this rate. Whew. Orisa, in the meantime, is about ready for Imperial Age. It's got to be coming, right? While 2008... make sure his people has a family, Orisa wants to become Imperial Mongols, which historically would, like, is that not, well, Imperial Age, when Castle Age Mongols maybe was kind of like Chinese Mongols when they invaded most of them. Around that time historically. And the people are thriving. And it's going to be a Khanate palace, because who pays? What kind of idiot pays for their units, right? Wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be Orisa either. No, no, no. It's going to get them for free. Because otherwise, how would you float over 1,000 surplus gold? And he's underway with it quite fast here. It's going to split between the marketplace and the Khanate Palace, but it won't take too long to construct. In the meantime, 2008 has still not done much more than buying timeshares in properties. How many Imperial officials now? They've got 1 still. Interesting choice. I mean, in fairness, like, Imperial officials, they stop you building villages, right? So you can talk to me all you want about the supervision, but yeah, villagers gather more as well, so why would you want an Imperial official? And they cost 3 times a villager. Might it be because an Imperial official not only can collect tax, but can supervise a building to be 200% faster on producing, or give 20% more resources on drop-off? Possibly, but that sounds like a lot of snake oil to me. I mean, how would you do that? I think 2008 is an honest man. He sees these numbers. He knows they make no sense. The only way they could make sense is if Imperial officials are fraudulent accountants who are cooking the books. So instead, they choose to be the honorable person and only use an Imperial official to tax people, which is reasonable because you should be paying your tax for all of the benefits you're getting to your housing system as well as the welfare of being fed at all times in the Chinese civilization. That's reasonable. I love 2008. 2008 is above board. And they know that even if they lose this game, they will do it with honor. They will not cook their books. They will not do anything illegal to get that win. Orisa, on the other hand, I mean, I don't know about this. Building units for free? That sounds like cooking books to me. Carnot Palace, almost done. Producing an army of horsemen. Early horsemen. Because right now, Orisa, like, you couldn't save up for your Imperial Age again if you got the upgrades on horsemen. Wait a second, that's not the Mongols. Whew. 8 horsemen out like that, though. I don't know where the horses were breeding in there, but that looks like a very small building considering how big the horses are. Maybe micro horses are inside there. Maybe this whole underground area to this. And, oh, wow. Orisa. They're aware I've been playing blind. I haven't been seeing what my opponent's been doing for a while, so I've got to diversify my army. I need to tick all the boxes. We got our horsemen. Let's get our Magadai as well. No point playing to pop cap. That would be insane. Something we haven't highlighted is the fact that they've both stopped producing villages. 2008 went up to 46, but Orisa stopped at 35. And now the keep being built. I love how organized everything is. This kind of reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd play Red Alert 2 and I'd have to make the pretty base. You know, the racks would have to be lined alongside the road. You couldn't have anything out of place. You had to look right. Mwah. Now, with this keep complete, does 2008 intend on ever coming out? Well, judging by these outposts, I'm going to gamble no. Not anytime soon, anyway. Oh, and it's the trade move. Look at this. China is going to prosper. It might take 10 plus more minutes, but Chinese, they're going to be number 1. Mark our words. Orisa, in the meantime, is building the siege workshop, so doesn't even choose to go for the use of the siege engineering to build in the field in the meantime. Can, of course, get the upgrades, which is beneficial, and if you want to get bombards, you need the siege workshop. But no catapults, no springalds, nothing in the sorts yet. I say yeah, as if we're ever going to see them. I don't know if we are. And you start to wonder, will this game just end by 2008 running out of resources and assuming the game is over and leaving? Or will we get a fight? Because we've gone 23 minutes now, and outside of the outpost rush at the very beginning, neither player has even tried to attack the other. Maybe that will change soon. Palace guards are being built. I love how many of these players never use waypoints. I've noticed this so frequently. They just spawn out of their buildings, and they never waypoint them towards somewhere. It's a small detail, but, you know, you want to be moving towards something here. It kind of feels like a lot of players at this level tend to build military force as a defensive means, right? Just in case. Like, if you attack me, I've got this. Not so much to, you know, kill things. I feel like these guys would really benefit from playing, like, Caesar Free, Pharaoh, Emperor, Rise of the Middle Kingdom. Like, these games where there are military, but you don't have to play them to win the game. I don't know if anyone's told him yet, but Age of Empires 4, for the most, is a military-focused strategy game. You could technically win by gathering up these sacred sites. And considering how passive both players have been, you probably would get the tick down on the 10-minute timer without them decapping. Wait, I just... So this is true, by the way. You don't quite often see it because most people only use their step readout for gold drop-off. But you can actually drop wood off and food off at a step readout. It's just most people don't because there's no point. And it's usually not near the wood lines. Step readout will be packed up a little bit sooner than it's ready to get moving. And all of a sudden, uh-oh. The Wood Boy's got to go even further back. And wow, look at this. So remember what I said about waypoint? I mean, waypoints, they're a very advanced thing, guys. I mean, honest, do you think you could convince a sheep to go somewhere by default without hurting it once it spawns? I don't. So why even try to pretend I do? I just let them spawn out. The villagers can come to the sheep. As God intended. As it seems that neither player has used waypoints. Oh, wait, no. Orisa used waypoints on one thing here. I don't even think 2008 used waypoints on any buildings whatsoever. Nope. Double Siege Workshop as well. So, Orisa has a problem. This large force will be annihilated by all the Nester Bees that 2008 can build if they choose to build them. But right now, 2008 has not built a single siege unit, despite the fact that they have an astronomical clock tower and double siege workshop, which if they use one of their 2 Imperial officials will become 3 siege workshops in 1. And they definitely have the resources to produce siege. In fact, right now, they're choosing to use these resources to get into the Imperial Palace, which means they are going to be upgrading to the Yuan Dynasty with that 15% movement speed buff. And also, they'll get granaries, which are actually, for the most, terrible. But maybe 2008 has found a way of using them that we can't comprehend with their passive-aggressive build. The reason this is passive-aggressive, by the way, is because at this rate, 2008 is going to be able to afford a wonder. And I wonder what Orisa's going to do, because Orisa is now up to 3 Mangonels and 2 Trebuchets, and still has not moved off their own high ground. Let me give you eyeballs on the vision situation, by the way. For all Orisa knows, there could be an insurmountable army in this tree line. And Orisa, they realize they have to gamble on trying to find that out. They're going to march out. And little do they know what we do, which is 2008 hasn't exactly got a big swarm military force. Only 36 military units. But don't worry. The Chinese economy is strong. Military, but maybe, I think I know what this is. 2008 has played the campaign, the Rus campaign, and they saw that you could bribe the Mongols. And they figured if anything the Rus can do, the Chinese can do better. So I think their plan is to bribe, to bribe Orisa in the coming minutes when this force arrives outside your base. It works in the campaign, and the campaign is meant to teach you multiplayer, so it must work in the multiplayer, right? I'm not so sure about that. Orisa moves in. Yuan Dynasty has been achieved. Yuan Dynasty was a terrible dynasty, obviously. That was the downfall of Chinese kingdom, as I'm sure we're about to see, unless, wait a second. 2008, why build an army if you can take an army? And here come the monks, 2 of them here for moral support. Horsemen raiding in. 2008 on the move. The Mangonel's distracted by the outpost. They're moving away. They're going to turn around for the fight. 2008, here it comes. Moves in. One low. Orisa. Are they going to pull back? They're not paying attention. Oh my God, no! No! Everything you are, I am too. The Mongol and Chinese society is integrated. And China eats the Mongol Empire. 2008 doesn't need to build a military force. All it needs is for Orisa to build it first. And just like that, how the turns have tabled. Oh my God. Orisa was too busy choosing to build Lancers instead. They did not react. They did not pull back. And that may be the biggest warlord play I think I've ever seen in Age of Empires 4. And only Bronze Barbarians could deliver it in such fashion. What a game. And Orisa is lost. Without their army, they are nothing. GG will get called. 2008, what a journey. From buying real estate, from moving into timeshares, they move into sharing military, the Mongols, and they take the win on the high view. Oh my God. What a game. What a beautiful game. Thank you very much for that. I mean, we were worried. We were like, how does this deliver? All right, there's no way this delivers. Like, they've just been building for 30 minutes. What a boring game. But it turns out the Wololo play with the double extra Mong for moral support was enough to turn this around. And 2008, unlike the real world equivalent, is booming, baby. What a game. Oh my God. Thank you very much to Mr. Merlin for sending me that game. If anyone else has any amazing low elo games, I want them. Bronze Barbarian series has just begun, but I guarantee you, with gems like that, it will continue outright. Guaranteed. Whew. Beautiful.